Hello, some of you. This is Oliver Clinton Mattson. Today is February 9, 2017, or 2017. I would like to say hello to Robbie Rist, Tom Bowers, and Chris Jackson of The Spoon, who inspired me, helped me create things, and helped me gain focus on myself and my life. I'd like to give a shout out to Gilbert Gottfried, who's been entertaining me. Can't talk. And he's been making me laugh for decades. You've seen him in Saturday Night Live, Aladdin, and tons of more things. He was in a cereal commercial. He talks about oranges. He's a good guy, though, and he's funny. And so I recommend that you go and check out gilbertpodcast.com. Of course, we've got with us today the Grim Reaper. His visits, as of recently, have been, let's see, Carrie Fisher, Mary Tyler Moore, Gary Marshall last summer, Mr. Nakamura, who made Pac-Man, and tons more. The Grim Reaper is a special guest in everyone's life. And my dad in 1983, can't forget that one. You know, the Grim Reaper, I don't think that when I want to see the mortal coil of my mind and body being torn away from my life and body and limb and just torn away and oblivion hits and the darkness steps in. I don't want the Grim Reaper to be a bony guy. I don't want him to be a skeleton with a sickle. I want it to be the hottest cartoon hot stripper or just badass woman. I want to have her take her clothes off. I want her to kiss me, just a little bit of tongue, and then boom, everything just explodes. That's how hot I want her to be. That's what I want death to be. Not cancer or a heart attack or car wreck or some shit. Or an overdose. Definitely not an overdose. Or a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Or murder. That's what I want the Grim Reaper to be like. Take that black robe off. Let me see those fucking guns. Kiss me and blow me the fuck away. Also, we lost William Peter Blatty. William Peter Blatty is a writer and director. People may mostly notice him from The Exorcist, but I also recommend his books, most everything that he's written, and especially a book and a film called The Ninth Configuration. The Ninth Configuration is a book about post-traumatic stress disorder in veterans, and the feature film stars Stacy Keach, and it's even though they took it on an abstract, weird, and sometimes off-centered manner, what they're talking about is real problems and things that people are dealing with on a real day-to-day basis, and he shined a light on that, and I want to say thank you to Mr. Blatty for giving us some clarity in regards to that stuff. In gaming news, there's been a ton of ACLU bumped stuff that they've made a lot of good money for the ACLU. I recommend any American to support the ACLU. Also, artists on Bandcamp have been doing stuff, but go to I think that it's either Humble Bundle or look for itch.io, and they have a thing called the Good Bundle or a Good Bundle, and it'll give you computer games that will at a good decent price, and the a lot of benefits we're going to ACLU charities. So please support the American Civil Liberties Union. It is a very good thing to do. Um, in other unions, Screen Actors Guild Union, uh, great people, great stuff. People were tripping out about how dude was. People were tripping out about how the dude from the guy who played the cop from Stranger Things was like hit people in the face and all this stuff like that, and like they're like, you shouldn't be violent. And stuff. Well, violence is necessary sometimes. I'll tell you that much. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, but sometimes it is. And that's one thing that I know in my life. So, uh, there's a new, who the hell manufactures these damn things? At Walmart, you can go get centipedes and cuberts. They're making centipede and cubert redo thingies, little uh, arcade machines, and they also have this similar one to the Mattel football from '78, which I totally suck at still. But it's got really cool sounds, and I'm really happy about that. Also, this summer, yeah, I don't know if I said Gary Marshall, but it really sucks because my mom made some curtains for Gary Marshall, and I don't really talk that much about celebrities like, oh, they're some of my idols and stuff like that. These are people that my family like hung out with and knew and like, drank beer and drank coffee and stuff like that with and chilled out with and had moments with down there. And I'm not trying to sound stuck up, and I'm not trying to sound separate. These are just people that I know as people. That's all. Okay? Just like you know Dan down the street. I don't know Dan. Maybe he's got a whole lot more going on than I do. I don't know. You know Dan. I don't know Dan. Okay? You might know Dan. You might not know Dan, though, because Dan might be lying to you. Dan might be giving out a false visual. He may be giving you bad information. He may be giving you a script. He may be what they call gaslighting, wherein the precipice of thought is ghosted and manipulated of your perspective. Dan may not be the best of guys. I don't know. Dan might be great. That's your friends, not mine. Um, I'm gonna hope that the new Star Wars movie is going to be good. I'm going to enjoy it. Uh, I'm looking forward to doing more music again and doing more spoken word albums. I'm looking forward to uh, just basically creating. Moving, of course, is on my mind. We are being evicted. I have 29 days to evict me and all my possessions from here, so I'm just letting you know what's going on. The amount of time that I think about what's wrong and what's right are two entirely different and separate things. It's like when I'm actually doing things and I'm producing, or I'm when I'm producing something like when I'm writing, or I'm drawing, or I'm recording a poem. or I'm doing a piece of artwork, I'm throwing away all the no. What I mean by the no is the no, you can't do that, no, you shouldn't do this. I'm throwing away that negativity, and that's what keeps me going. That every time that I get up in the morning and I'm breathing, I'm already winning the war. And every time that I put my foot forward, I believe that I'm trying to do as best I possibly can. The reason why I continue to podcast is because my quote unquote friends thought that, think that I'm not a good singer, and they think that, I'm a piece of shit down inside, and some of them, and I'm just, it really hurts. And Soccer Mom Pimps, all they did was use me for Cheryl. Vince, Kevin, Jeff, who was a security guy at uh, Canocti Harbor Resort and Spa, and of course, my dear, dear, wonderful former guitar player, Garrett Byrne. Uh, Bunch of fucking crocks of shit, okay? That's why I fucking podcast, so that I can go ahead and knock something out and actually fucking make something, and not sit around and be treated like shit by a bunch of fucking assholes who don't fucking like me at all and can't understand or respect my sensitivities to my brain damage. Yes, I can't remember lyrics, but guess what, motherfucker? I remember how to make a fist and toss it. Um, I'm not going to the health club anymore. I was doing some late night racquetball, but I've decided that I'm gonna put it up because the expenditure isn't worthwhile. Walking and more free range sport and exercise are gonna be the way that I deal with my cardio and my cholesterol problem that I'm dealing with and my congestive heart failure. Uh, yeah, I have congestive heart failure, by the way, so that's a thing. Um, that's yeah, but why I podcast is because I don't play music and I don't have venues and people here. I, I don't know. So and it gives me a link to back to Los Angeles and gives me a chance to talk to my friends in London and people all over the place and it just makes me feel good to be able to create and not to be held back because I think that being held back is oppressive and it's mean and it's not good. It isn't good for me as a person to feel bad because I'm manic depressive and I have self-destructive tendencies and I have brain damage and the stuff that I've seen happen, it's happened. And um, even though even though some people treat me the way that they do, I don't want to feel bad about me anymore. So I'm glad that I'm moving forward. Big fat shout out / bump to Old Growth Productions, Jared Skaggs, and the Forest Club in Ukiah, and all the other venues up in Mendocino County that are putting on shows like the Willits recreational facilities and the Willits place who have in DRI up there and raid and verbal abuse up there. I'm really really glad for you guys. I wish that I could have been more of a part of the rock and roll scene. I'm gonna try to do what I can. I'm not gonna give you any promises, but what I will do is tell you that I'll try. And by trying, that means yes, I'll go ahead and try to grab the mic once in a while. I'll grab the guitar, I'll play an instrument, I'll bang on some noise, bang on some stuff, make some noise. But centrally, I'm going to be working on my writing and my podcast because I have complete control here, and I love control. I love power. It makes me feel great, like Mr. Presidente. Um, I don't believe that that I don't believe that life is shit. I don't believe that I should feel bad about myself. I know that I have problems, but I can accept them. Just like everybody tells me to forget about my past, I still have the right to be able to accept the now, get myself an STD test every month, work my ass off trying to find a fucking non-ghetto place to live, try to find people to collaborate with, and try to find the right promoters to be able to get my artwork out. Otherwise, I am doomed. Uh, let's see. Uh, the Metropolitan Museum of Art is now released 375,000 digital images for free for viewing. And yeah, you can go view the 375,000 images for whatever. Yeah, they go and look at stuff and view images, and it's releasing it to public domain. And so yeah, you can go and look at all kind of stuff and enjoy the art. It's good for you. I need to get my fucking friend's shit down from the hill from fucking Willits and get some shit taken care of, because that's what my life is. Anyway, I hope that everybody's a-okay. I hope that you all are good. Keep calm. Listen to Lou Reed. It's also in rock and roll news. This is the 40th. Yesterday was the 40-year birthday of the release of Marquee Moon by the band Television, New York, and it's a really great album, Marquee Moon by Television. If you haven't heard them, please try. I hope you guys all have a good day. Go listen to The Spoon. Go listen to GilbertPodcast.com, and support your local businesses, support your local art, support all the local bands you're at. If you're in London, if you're in Ukiah, if you're in Tokyo, if you're in Iraq, Iran, if you're in Australia, if you're in Montreal, go see the bands. I shied out because um, I shied out a while back because of girl issues and stuff. I saw Squeaky from this chick singer named Squeaky from a band called Ear of the Fist, and I was about a half a block away from my house, and I puked. That girl was so goddamn fine. It melted me. It was like looking at Marilyn Monroe, but not Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, so I'll do more later. This is a microsode or mini-sode or whatever the hell you want to call it. Rock and roll. May the force be with you. I'll check you on the flip side.